Okay, let's check out the second rhythm part of Amorali, yes? So I'll show you the first bit. Slowly, like this. You see that? So you start off first fret on the G string, second fret of the B string, and the fourth fret of the B string. And you do it like this. There's one slide from the second fret to the fourth fret on the B string as well. So and then you have the fifth fret and the fourth fret of the B string. It's pull off, hammer on. So 5, 4, 5, okay? Then we go to this power chord here, 4th fret on the A string, 6th fret D string, 6th fret G string. What you do here is use the thumb to strike the A string and the D string, and then pluck the lower 3 strings like that, okay? And then you have a tap on the guitar here, so and an upstroke with the index finger. The upstroke hits the lower 4 or 5 strings. This is played really softly, actually, the first bit of this chord. And then the tap, the golpe is more, a little bit louder, and the upstroke is also louder. So it's always good to listen to the recording to see what happens with the dynamics of this piece, you know. So this first bit, starting on the first fret of the G string. Again, slow. Alright, now the next little part here. Let me play it one time for you. So 6th fret D string, 6th fret G string, 4th fret, 5th fret B string, 4th fret on the high E string, 2nd fret on the high E string, and then a pull off to the open E string. So you got this, and then you hit the 4th fret of the B string. Then you have a hammer on to the 10th fret on the high E string, and a pull off back to the open E string. Then you have the 4th fret on the 2nd string, the B string. And then pull off to the 2nd fret. So hammer on back to the 4th fret. Yeah, starting out on the 6th fret of the D string. Then after that, we form this chord here. Hitting the, at least I hit the A string here, 2nd fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, 4th fret on the B string and the open E string here. Yeah. So we have this then. So it's kind of played softly, this last chord, before we go to the next bit. Okay. Again, real slow now. 6th fret on the D string. Yes. Again, real slow. Okay, that's this part. And the next bit is here, like this. Okay, so it's the 2nd fret of the D string, 2nd fret of the G string, and the 4th fret on the G string. And what he's doing here is he's changing the ring finger here on the 4th fret. He's changing it for the index finger without really making a sound. So you can play this here, 6th fret, 6th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret on the G string. After that, what he's doing is 5th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, 4th fret on the B string. As a little chord there. Then we got a Golpe again, so we hit the guitar. I use my ring finger. You can also use both fingers, like ring and middle finger, for instance. Depends on the intensity you want, you know what I mean. With the Golpes, sometimes you can also use it with a nail. It depends on the effect you want. I wouldn't do it here in this part. It's a bit more aggressive if you do that. It sounds a bit more sharp, of course. Antonio Rey actually once told me about Golpes. I asked him, is there some general rule, you know, to apply Golpes with one finger, 2 fingers, with a nail, without? And he kind of said, like, yeah, it's basically whatever you prefer at that moment, whatever you think is suitable for that part at that moment, you hit it in the way that you think sounds good, you know. So that's really important little detail there, I think. So we got this little chord here. I use my thumb, index finger and middle finger. So this little chord here. And with the upstroke, the index finger is removed, so. And then he's doing a hammer on. And pull off with the index finger on the 4th fret of the B string. And then another little strum, upstroke, I think. I hear the G string in between there, softly. When he plays this, before he plays this part. I'm not sure if the open G string sounds because he removed his finger there or he hits it. But either way, I think usually I kind of play it softly then. And then you play the 4th fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the B string. Pull off to the 1st fret on the B string. And then the 2nd fret on the G string. Pull off to the 1st fret on the G string. like this. And then I'm borrowing the first fret on the D string, G string and B string, putting my pinky on the 4th fret of the low E string, just to have it muted basically, and then hitting these barred frets here, the first frets on the D, G and B string as the latest accent. So actually I hear sometimes the first fret on the D string after this. Make sure you only hit these 3 strings, not the open E string there, because it sounds terrible, I think. It's kind of hard actually to hit it hard without hitting the other strings, but yeah, it's a nice challenge there. So the last part is so we got this then. This is one round, he plays it. So he plays this part 2 times, exactly the same I think, and then there's another part. I'll play the first bit. So starting out on the 6th fret of the D string, and then the 4th fret of the B string. I play it like this actually. 6th fret on the D string with my pinky, 4th fret on the B string with my middle finger, and then a slide from the 3rd to the 5th fret on the B string. So we have this then. From the slide from 3 to 5 on the B string, we have a hammer on. Hammer on to the 7th fret on the B string, then strike the 7th fret on the B string. Then we're gonna pull off 8 to 7 on the B string, and then hammer on from 5 to 7 on the B string. So we have this now. Okay, slowly, starting off at the 6th fret on the D string. Then we have this little chord here. 6th fret on the A string, 7th fret D string, 6th fret G string, 7th fret B string. I just strike the A string with the thumb, D string with the index finger, and pluck the 2 strings below that. And then we go to this chord. I bar the 4th fret here, and then I have the 5th fret on the G string, the 7th fret on the B string, plucking these 3 strings, the D, G and the B string, and then striking the low E string with the thumb, and then plucking again. So like that, okay? So now we have this. And then going from here, so it's like this: 4th fret, hammer on to the 5th fret, then 5th fret, pull off, hammer on, 5, 4, 5. Then hit the 7th fret on the E string, high E string. And then a pull off to the 5th fret on the high E string. And then hit the 5th fret on the high E string. Pull off to the 4th fret on the high E string. And then hit the 4th fret on the high E string. Play this chord. First an upstroke, and then you do a downstroke. So with the upstroke you only hear the lower 3, 4 strings more or less. And then with the downstroke you also hear the bass notes here. And the chord is actually C sharp minor, 4th fret on the A string, 6th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, 5th fret on the B string, and 4th fret on the high E string. So this last bit. And then we go into this little part here. So it starts off on the 4th fret, of the high E string. So we have 4th fret, 8th fret on the high E string, and it's a clear pull off from the 8th fret to the 4th fret again. So we have a really fast pull off, 8th fret to the 4th fret on the E string. Then we have the 7th fret on the B string and the 4th fret on the E string 3 times. And then a little chord in between. And this is the 8th fret on the D string, 7th fret on the G string, 6th fret on the B string, 4th fret on the high E string. This little chord here, so just downstroke. Then open string. I think it's an upstroke of the open strings, the lower string, softly. So we got this here, 5th fret, hammer on to the 9th fret, hit the 5th fret again, then slide down to the 4th fret, hit the 4th fret, then we have the 7th fret on the B string, hammer on actually, and striking it. So it's like this. And then we have the chord here. It's the G sharp minor 7. Upstroke, downstroke. Again the upstroke, the lower 4 strings more or less. Downstroke, we make make sure we hear the lower bass strings, right? So the chord here is 4th fret on the low E string, 6th fret on the A string, and the 4th fret on the D string, G string, B string, and E string. So now we have this here. A little bit that follows is this. So we got this part in the beginning, the slide down and up on the 4th and 2nd fret, the hammer on the 8th fret, sorry, the pull off from the 8th fret. So this is the movement. So we got this, hammer on the 7th fret and striking the 7th fret on the B string, then a pull off to the 5th fret, striking it 2 times also. Then a pull off from the 5th fret to the 4th fret on the B string. And then we have pull off from the 6th to the 4th fret on the G string. So the last bit here is this. Bar the 2nd fret of the D string, the G string, and the B string. Hitting the D string with the thumb, and then plucking the G and the B string there. Then a hammer on to the 4th fret on the B string with the ring finger, like this. And then another hammer on with the pinky also on the B string to the 5th fret, like this. And then sliding all the way from the 5th fret to the 10th fret. And then pull off from the 10th fret to the 7th fret on the B string. So and then a pull off from the 7th fret to the 5th fret on the B string, and then a hammer on, and then to close this part, this nice chord here. First one downstroke, and then I think he's plucking the strings, the lower 3 or 4 string. Lower 3 strings maybe. So we have this little last bit. And then it's going back to that part one more time. Alright? So he repeats one part 3 times actually. First he repeats it 2 times, has another part in between, and then repeats it another time. So we got 2 different pieces basically. Okay, let me play in the parts here, really slow again. This is one part, he plays exactly the same a second time, and then after that he plays this part. there's another repeat of the first part again. So only I think he doesn't do the golpe here. He keeps it more quiet the third time. Strumming lightly, you know. So these are little differences there. On the recording, I'm sure when he plays it live, he improvises here and there. You know, I always see that with him. So making it his own in the moment, you know. The third time repeating this part, this little bit, he plays it actually like this. So moving the index finger to the 4th fret on the G string, you hear more this slide up. With the first 2 times when he's playing that, you don't hear that. Then it's more like this. But the third time when he plays it, yes, you do hear the slide up, you know. Anyway, another little detail, you know. It's all in the details, right? So. Alright, well, thanks for watching again, and then I'll be back with the next part soon, okay? So see you next time. Take care.